Hello there and greetings, amazing humans and incredible creatives. I'm Semaj. This is Creating with Semaj. Welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, it is great to have you here. We've been here for now. This is day 19 in our journey of self-discovery through watercolor. Yes, we are just discovering together, spending 20 minutes every day, seeing what shows up when we spend time watercoloring or doing something creative. Right now it's watercolor because watercolor is available to everyone, it's accessible, and I thought, hey, it's a great place to start. And I'm no teacher. We're not here to learn from me. We are just here to express our creative selves together without any room for judgment, because judgment is what keeps us from moving forward in our lives. And it's kind of a continuation from yesterday's conversation. So today's a travel day for me, so I wanted to make sure that I got this video out this morning so that you could enjoy it and have some time to spend with me, with yourself, and with your creative space. So if you're ready, I'm ready. We have our Canson XL paper, we have our praying oval, and we are going to get back to our painting from yesterday so we can get that finished. And I liked it. What I really like is when these praying watercolors dry, I don't know if you can see, but some of them have a shine to them, so they still look like they're wet. So I just think that's kind of a cool effect that shows up with that. And I think today, because we have a large space to work on, I am going to start with the background, because that seems like a larger surface area. And I was looking at this yesterday when we finished, and I was trying to see, do I see anything in it? And we can turn it. And I do see here that I'm probably going to do something, kind of see a fish right here. Maybe that's a fish, maybe that's something around it, and maybe that's a stone or something back there. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I saw in that. And that's what's fun about art. You get to keep turning it and see if you see different things. And, you know, if you see different things, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you saw. Maybe you saw a mess. Maybe you didn't see anything at all. And that's okay. Throw the judgment. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not here for the expectation of what I'm creating. I'm creating for the joy of what I'm creating and doing that together. So, as we talk about our day together, I would like to tell you, whoops, let's just get color everywhere. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't juicy these up. Maybe I did earlier because they look a little wetter. All right, so remember yesterday we were talking about how you have to let people show up to do the things that you've taught them to do, because that's important for their growth and for them to be able to show you that the things you've taught them have sunk in, that they've mattered, and that they have learned from your knowledge and your wisdom, right? We talked about knowledge as something you can acquire, but wisdom is something that's gained over time. So I have a friend who owns a business and is constantly and consistently telling me how she has to do everything, that nobody shows up to the table to do anything for her, to help her with the business. And I talked to her and sort of, well, is that really true? Is that true? Because if they show up every day as employees and they help you sustain the business, then they are doing something. And maybe they're not doing the things that you want them to do the way you want it done, but that's because they're not you. And I notice sometimes that you don't give clear direction in what you want from people. So she was a little flustered with that discussion, and I can understand that. Cut to her having to do something at the last minute for someone else, an event or something. Didn't quite understand what happened, but it left her with a staff that had to fill in and do something that had to get done. And guess what happened? They executed a project that was spectacular, well done, beautiful in the execution, and she returned and saw it and could not believe how it looked and had nothing to say to correct it, which is so unusual for this person, because this person always has to correct. There is always something wrong with everything that someone else's does, because it's not got her particular zhuzh on it. You know people like that. We all have those people in our lives, and unless it's touched by them, it's just not done. Well, she sort of carries that energy with her. But in this event, she had to go away, and this thing just had to get done. It had to be done, and she wasn't there to do it, and it wasn't possible for her to be there to do it. So she had to entrust, not even knowing. So I guess she had just availed to the idea that it wasn't going to get done, and it was just going to be another thing on her list that was unfinished. And you know how... Okay, so the camera went off because my storage was full. So I don't know where we left on the story. So I'm just going to say, as you see this piece finished and completed, I am going to take off the paper. The tape. And I'm going to sign it, and we're going to call it finished. I think the thing that I want to say most in the conversation, because I don't know how much was recorded, is that if you have people around you whom you have taught things to and laid out a framework of how things need to be done, please allow them to show up and show you that they paid attention, that they took your insight and what you thought was possible and your direction, and then they took it and they used that to make something that they could call their very own. All the while giving credit to you, because without you having taught them, they never would have had the chance to learn. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I, as always, appreciate your time and attention, you being here with me. If you like the content, this may be a short video today. Make sure that you like and you subscribe, and know that I'll be back here tomorrow. I think that's going to be day number 20, with just 10 days left. Just 10 days left of this November painting challenge, where we paint intuitively every day for just 20 minutes together, never knowing what we're going to get. Thank you so very much for taking the time. I look forward to seeing you the next time. Wherever you are, I trust you have an amazing day. And until then,